All right, I'm going to start the episode with this because I'm a hypocrite. Because a couple episodes ago, we talked about how we're not down to go to a resort and just lounge until I did it. It's pretty tight. It's pretty sick, dude.
That's different.
I get it.
You're in Cabo. That's different.
I get it. I get it. There was like 30 minutes of me on like the pool chair just, oh man, this is good. Well, what's good, everybody? This is episode 33 of Short Kings Talk. If you're tuning in, we like to thank y'all. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as follow us on all social media platforms at Short Kings Talk Everything. Links are in the description below. And then follow us on our personal Instagrams. Kelvin is Dr. Sixpack. Mine is Sid the Chad. And today, this is why I'm wearing pink, is our Valentine's Day episode. Are you ready?
I guess.
Can you feel the love? Can you feel it? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Like, before we get into it, let me ask this. Like, are you a big Valentine's Day celebrator?
No.
Not at all?
Not at all.
Not even just like a small day, like dinner or anything?
Not really.
You don't have to go extravagant like flowers and chocolate. But,
I never get flowers. I think flowers are dumb.
Do you, at the minimum, do you at least just greet like, hey?
I get a gift. I always get a Valentine's Day gift just because I'm...
Do you get... and then...
That's it, though.
Do you... No. Because I thought Valentine's Day is for girls and then White Day is for the guys.
What the fuck is White Day?
You don't know what White Day is? I think they do it in Japan and Korea. So Valentine's Day is February 14th. And that's for the guy to cater to the girl. Yeah. And then there's a White Day, which is March 14th.
Oh, in the States, they call it Steak and BJ Day.
Yeah. March 14th?
Yeah.
Why?
It's also Pie Day.
It's also Pie Day.
Yeah. Because that's when the girl is supposed to make you a steak and a blowjob, which are both not
at the same time. That'd be kind of tight.
Yeah.
That'd be like as long as you don't get like the oil.
I guess that's the American White Day, right?
Dang. So you based while you blow? just like
I don't know, bro. I don't feel like eating a steak when you're
okay. Well, anyways, it's the Valentine's Day episode. We're going to talk about like relationship, like everything there is with Valentine's Day. So we're going to start with you, Mr. Engaged Boy. I have questions. I do have questions.
Right, what's your
question? So I'm not going to go like corny questions because I know some people like watchers and listeners want the Nicholas Sparks version of your proposal and relationship, all that. I'm not going to ask that. Well, I'll ask that if we really have nothing to talk about. But I do have some questions, though, for real. So my first question is, what was, I guess, the metric or factor for you to be like, all right, I'm ready to go down on one knee and propose? That's what I'm curious about.
What was the why did I decide to do that?
Yeah. Was it because, you were with your girl for hella long, or was there like...
For me, right, everything I do is financial.
Yeah.
So, like, when I hit a certain level
personal
of
achievement,
like financial achievement, right?
Okay.
Then I kind of move on, right? Like if I make a certain amount and I have this much in saving, I'll go buy a house, right?
Okay, yeah.
I don't have a fucking house.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah. But like, so like I hit that threshold where I had enough savings where I'm like, okay, I could get engaged now,
yeah,
right, and then move on to the next thing, right? It's not like, because I'm not the type to be like, oh, I'm gonna like save up a whole lot of money and then spend all my savings on what the engagement ring and then be down to zero again. Like it should be something I just buy and not even blink at.
Yeah.
That's how I spend my money.
So that's what you were waiting for.
Yeah, it was mostly financial for me. So for me, it took so long because I went to school for so fucking long, and then and then the economy was not great when I came out. So it took me a while to accumulate some money, but that was the main metric.
So once you reach that achievement, then you're like, all right, I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay. And then my second question is, I know like a lot of my friends who became engaged and then got married, they all had this conversation with their SO, which is new to me because I'm not in a relationship. So since you've been like with your girl for a while, obviously you talk about marriage and X, Y, and Z. So did you have the conversation of like I'm kind of ready to propose, so like you can go pick out a ring and get it fitted?
Nope.
You didn't have that conversation?
Nope.
Whoa, you're the first.
Nope.
No way.
No one knew.
Really?
No one knew.
No way.
Yeah, none.
Whoa, you are literally the first.
No.
Because have you heard that from other couples where they go pick the ring?
Yeah.
I always think that's like super weird, but at the same time, it makes sense because for a girl to pick her engagement ring, she's gonna be wearing it for the rest of her life, right?
Yeah.
So she wants to pick something that she really likes, and she wants to get fitted. So everything is gonna be, in like in right in her eyes.
Yeah.
Right. So, but then the thing is that like once she picks a ring, that means at max, like
there's an expectation for a timeline.
Right? Yeah. At max a year.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Within a year, the guy's gonna go down on one knee.
Yeah.
Right. So that's why I think it's a little bit strange.
Yeah.
But I've heard it from so many couples who talk about like, oh yeah, like I picked out the ring. I was like, interesting.
Yeah, because they don't want the girl to be like, oh yeah, that's
nice. Exactly. They're scared of that.
Yeah.
Right? Or you want to make sure the girl like likes the stone or the band and everything.
Exactly.
So like she didn't know at all.
No.
Whoa. No. Okay.
You know, for guys who are struggling in that position, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go wrong with the Tiffany style ring, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that's it. Because what else are you gonna get in the market, right?
Yeah.
Like Tiffany probably
what
makes
about
the most.
K
like
Jewelers? Is that cool?
I don't know.
I heard the commercials, man. Every kiss begins with K.
It does. every angry text also begins with a K.
So what did you do in terms of ring fitment? I had a thought about this too. So, but what did you do, or did she get it refitted after?
Oh, the size of the ring?
Yeah.
No, because she has other rings. So I have a little dildo-looking ring measure that, that you slide the ring on, and it's. One thing I do want to say is the band matters, the bandwidth, right? So thinner rings are obviously true to size. The thicker the band, the larger you're gonna have to account for, right? I made that fucking mistake with my Chrome Hearts ring where it only goes to like my middle of my finger.
Unless you're depleted.
Not even. It just doesn't go past here. I don't wear it. Because the Chrome Hearts rings are like this thick, the cemetery ring or whatever. So I bought it to my size, which is a 9, and then it just goes. I'm like,
So why don't you just sell it then? Go sell it then.
It's sentimental, man.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding. Okay. No, it fits on my pinky. So, so that's how I measured it. But there's like a bajillion different ways you can get ring sizes. I mean,
really?
Because most people have.
This is what I was gonna do if I ever am at the point where I'm ready to propose to my future girlfriend. I was gonna get a tape measure and then measure her finger in her sleeve.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that.
Really?
Yeah,
okay, that's the thing. Yes.
Yeah, a lot of guys do that.
Yes.
And then the
to my future bae, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. You better be a heavy ass sleeper.
But most girls have rings, right? Some kind of rings.
Okay.
They're accessories, right? So.
Okay. Oh no way, dude. That's crazy.
Dudes also get girls like promise rings as a precursor.
I'm a little indifferent with promise rings. I get it. It's not my thing.
Yeah.
So I'm just not.
If you want to get a promise ring, I guess that's one way to find out the size.
Oh,
right?
okay.
Yeah.
Is there a timeline? So like technically a promise ring is the in between of boyfriend, girlfriend, and engaged, right?
I feel like that's like when you're very young, right? Like when you're
like puppy love type.
Yeah, like 16 or some shit like that.
Do you know anyone with promise rings right now? I don't.
No.
Wait.
In like their 30s? No, I don't know. That's kind of weird.
I met a couple. Oh, in Cabo, I met a couple. They have a promise ring. I was like, oh, okay.
Damn. And they're like in their 30s?
I actually don't know how old they are.
Okay. But like, I mean, it's a little bit strange for people our age, because I feel like you just straight go into the,
So what did you do in terms of picking your ring? Did you go into Tiffany's and be like, hey, I'm ready to engage. I'll let you take the wheel?
No, you got to psyop this whole shit. So you got to, I mean, just cyber stalking helps, right? Pinterest. If you stalk your girl's Pinterest, there's probably a bunch of shit about like weddings and stuff like
there's
that.
There's hints.
There are hints everywhere.
Okay.
And then, just I guess the process of elimination is also helpful.
Okay.
Just be like, oh man, this ring is really fucking ugly, like on the IG ad or something. And that's really ugly art.
Okay.
That style's not good, because for the stone, there's only the emerald, the square cut, the round cut, right, and then like the oval weird ass one.
This is all new to me. I don't know anything.
So like I mean, pretty much the most common diamonds are a circle, right?
Yeah.
And then there's oval, and then there's a square, right?
Yeah.
So you just have to narrow. It's 1 out of 3. Most people get the circle because it's like.
So okay, another question with picking a diamond, like you gotta like break it down for me then, because for me, I've only done research on gold because when I was shopping for a gold chain. But when it comes to a diamond, I know there's like carats and then there's like different types of values.
So much.
Yeah. So you got to break it down to me because I don't understand. So anyone watching or listening can also get a little bit more information with the types of diamonds. And then there's the whole like natural versus lab.
Yeah. There's a whole calculator where you plug in numbers.
Okay.
And it shows you, but we'll go into that later. So what you're usually looking for is, first, it has to be certified, right? You want diamond with the certification. So usually like there's like 2 orgs, I don't forgot the name. They do all this diamond certification.
It's like GIAA.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So like there's like the carat, which is the actual size and weight of the diamond. Yeah. The bigger the carat, the bigger the bucks, right?
Yeah.
So that, once you get into the 2-3 range, it gets kind of ridiculous.
Is how it's cut also varies the price?
Yeah. So cut is later. So carat, usually the way you kind of funnel down, right? You decide the carat first. So how big you want the stone to be, right? Okay. And then the color. Color is an alphabetical order, right? So starting from D, which is the best color when it's like completely clear. Okay. And then E, F, and then once you get to L, taking L's, it's like yellow tinted. It looks like kind of ugly, right?
I don't think I've ever seen a yellow diamond before.
Yeah, but like if you get a L color, right? It's gonna be very tainted. It looks dirty. It just looks filthy, right? D would be like ideal, right? D would be like the best, the clearest. And then there's clarity, right? Which is like how clear the diamond is, and that one has like a bunch of shit like VS whatever. Oh man, like IF is what I got. Okay, like, and then there's like VVS one. So it's just a ranking, right? I'm not a fucking rich guy, right? So I go like upper 90th percentile. So not the best one. The next one over is ideal. For me anyways. Yeah, good quality. Yeah, and then the cut, like you mentioned earlier, there's 3. There's ideal, very good, or good. Okay. So good's not actually good, it's last place, right? So you get ideal, very good, or good. That's just like how symmetrical they cut it, right? Nothing crazy. But like, most of the time.
Did you go for the median?
No, that one I got ideal. Oh, just because. So here's why, right? So, and then polish, right? Excellent, very good, very good. A lot of these are just marketing terms. They all sound good, right?
But there's levels, though. Yeah, it's stressing me out. Holy.
So then there's a calculator you type into online. I forgot the link. It's been a while since I did it. Where you give the exact measurements of the diamond on the certificate, and they'll tell you how the light refracts. Based on math, right? Yeah. If the refraction is good, it will actually make the stone look bigger, right? Because the light's hitting it in the right spot. Yeah. Because what happens is when you have a shitty cut, even though because diamond's pretty much transparent, right? Yeah. The sparkly stuff you see is just the light bouncing off the diamond, right? So if it refracts really poorly, even though you have like, let's say a 3 carat that's big, right? It will look like it's like a 1.5 because the light is shrunken in the middle, right? So you'll have like invisible dead space around it. So that's not ideal. So the most difficult part about getting a diamond is finding one that's cut well. So when you plug it into the calculator, it looks like it's size at least, right? Or bigger, right? Like you see like all those people, like NBA players with their like diamond chains, like LeBron, when I saw him at a game,
just sparkling,
bro. He was like, we were like way away from he's just shining.
I've seen that too. Like crazy. That's how you know it's that's money.
Like, god damn.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's how you know they're money. Yeah,
that's wild that you just picked it yourself and everything. Did you do your own research with finding a jeweler, or did you find the jeweler on a referral from someone else?
No, I did my own. Dang. Yeah. But for the stone though, shout out to Charles, our homie Charles. He helped a lot with the okay, because he went through all that. He's
because he was already married by the time.
He was already married and he did a lot more stuff on that. But like there's like for more budget friendly one, like because mine diamonds, they have to actually take it out of the earth, right? So there's a selection process
by Sierra Leone kids.
Yeah, by little black kids.
That's why it's a Sierra Leone, man. Come on.
And then it's sad, man. Watch the movie Blood Diamond. Man, that movie's sad. All right.
Shout out to Leo. Apparently, he got a lot of praise for that Sierra Leone accent.
So, and then there's lab, which they grow. So it's you could have whatever conditions you want. Just think about like
exactly.
Yeah. So it's a lot cheaper. Yeah. But the other thing is the lab diamond. It's actually made by the same people that are mining it. It's the same company. Oh. But they're making it to dilute the prices of their competitors. So, in your opinion, what do you think is the discrepancy? Because I hear this conversation from a lot of people. Whether some people just want a straight like mined diamond, and a lot of people like don't mine a lab because they're identical. They are identical, right? Yeah. So what do you think is the discrepancy with like the two? I think it's tough because there is a certain allure about mine diamonds, right? The rarity, right? That's what we're looking for. It's like when people buy Travis's, right? Yeah. It's like the scarcity. It's the scarcity, right? So there's only literally one of what you're having, right? Yeah. I think getting lab is like wearing reps.
Oh, really?
Right. So it's just like it looks the same. It is, I guess, somewhat identical.
Okay.
But it's not scarce because they just made it up, right? It's there's an unlimited supply of this stuff, right?
So they compress it themselves.
Yeah, but so it just depends on how much your SO, your significant other, values that rarity aspect versus just some girls just want a shiny ass rock, right?
Yeah,
and they don't give a fuck. So there's actually a grade lower than diamond, which is moissanite.
Oh,
you heard about it, right?
No.
So moissanite is a stone that's not really diamond. It looks just like it, but it's softer.
Okay.
Right? So I mean, unless you're like fucking.
Is moissanite the same as was it cubic zirconium or is it?
Cubic zirconium is way down.
Yeah, that's the lowest.
So yeah, because cubic zirconium, when you get a diamond tester out, it'll go red.
It's basically plastic, right?
But moissanite, if you get most diamond tester, it'll pass as a diamond.
Oh, okay.
So actually, a lot of rappers have moissanite chains.
Okay.
And
like when they ice out their
they ice out their APs, it's moissanite.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the diamond tester can't tell the difference.
Oh.
Yeah. Most diamond tester, unless you get the really high end one.
But your personal opinion, what's your opinion with mine versus lab? Are you like whatever about it, or would you?
I think it's fucking dumb. Right?
Okay.
It's just like get the one that you could. I mean, obviously communicate it because some girls are very anti lab because they're fucking idiots, right? But like, don't lie to them, right? Because you can't just pass off a lab as a mine one. You gotta be honest, like when you get her, whatever. And just
I think the whole fabrication in a relationship is just weird.
Yeah, like you don't want to get your future fiance a lab diamond and tell her it's mine, right?
Yeah, because
she won't be able to tell, but
like X amount of time later, and then next thing you know, like, oh yeah, it was actually a lab diamond. Like
it's like finding out you're adopted.
Yeah, it's like the compounded anger. Of finding that out, right?
Yeah.
Just might as well just tell the person straight up.
Yeah, I mean, you let them choose, right? Like like adults, right? Like, all right, you can have a big rock that's lab, or you can have a very tiny rock that's the same price point. That's mine, right? So you let them choose.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near that point. So like, I've always thought this. Whenever I get to that point, I'm hitting up all of y'all. Like, help me.
And it's a lot more special when you make your own stuff. Because I had I picked everything and then I worked the jeweler and everything on it, right? So that was more of a process. Like if you just walk into a jeweler and get whatever they made, it's not going to be the best.
Okay.
Because you have to remember those people, they make money off selling you shit that's subpar, right? Because they get wholesale stuff and they kind of pass it off to you, right? Versus if you just go to people who specialize in, all right, I sell diamonds, I'll give you the best one, right? First, and then a jeweler like, oh, I just get paid for setting the stone and making the ring, right? So they'll give you the best of what they have to offer versus some middleman who's just like,
got you.
Yeah.
And then in terms of a timeline, if you propose X month, like how many months did it take you to do all this research, working with the jeweler and paying for the ring until you proposed?
For me, it was like 4 months. Yeah.
That's not bad.
Because I take a long time to research.
As you should.
Yeah.
As you should.
Because even buying shoes, man, sometimes I'm like, fuck, it takes me like a month. I'm just like, all right, which colorway do I want?
Do you do the tab rule? Like you leave the tab open, you're just looking at it?
Yeah, I do. Or I put on my wish list. Well, I buy resale. Right.
Okay.
So it's on the go. I had on my wish list. I'm just like, I'm gonna sit on there for a little bit.
Yeah.
See the price drops.
Okay. So let's go back into the whole Valentine's Day thing. So 2 episodes ago was our top 5 and you were indifferent about it, but hey, our reception was really well with top 5.
Okay.
So in your face.
No, it was good. It was just
in your face.
What I heard was like, they're like, you guys just kept dragging it on when we were trying to play like 20 questions. People liked the reel. Like when it was concise, but like the actual episode, because I don't have no idea what the fuck you were talking about half the time. It was just like CNN's list, and I was just like,
It doesn't matter the source; it's just guessing the top.
I know.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: let's do another top 5. Top 5 date activities. Yeah, personal to you.
Sleeping.
No, legitimately.
See, I don't go on dates, man.
Yeah, but you've been together with your girl for hell long.
Dude, but we don't do shit. You know what?
Really? What? From day one, y'all didn't do shit. Okay, exactly.
You know what is not a activity? Going to the gym.
There's no way.
Don't have a date at the gym, man. Do not have a date at the fucking gym.
Even I wouldn't do that.
Don't have a date. Yeah. You can clip this. Don't fucking have a date. That's just the worst.
Yeah.
Think about it, right? You're both... It's loud in the gym, and when you work out, you probably want to have headphones on, right?
Yeah.
You're not getting any work done. You're sweaty as shit, right? And it's just like,
And it's not as, I guess, intimate when you have a conversation with the girl.
Yeah, because
that's why I think
the reps in, and then now you're like playing with training styles. Maybe she just wants to do hip thrust all day long, and you're like, no.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you shouldn't have a date in the gym.
No date at the gym.
Yeah, because for me, like, if I eventually start dating a girl, and obviously if she's into working out, we can go to the gym at the same time. We're not doing the same workout.
Exactly. Yeah, you don't want to fuck up your split.
Yeah, I'm like that with a lot of homies too. Like, I have a lot of Stockton homies that sometimes like, oh, yo, let's get a lift in, or trainers who's like, let's get a lift in. I don't waver. I don't adjust anything. I'm like, you can tag along.
Yeah.
And then if you don't want to do this, go do your own thing.
Yeah.
Right? Because I have a set goal and a set program. Yeah. I'm not augmenting anything.
Yeah, because you don't see us like a social activity. Yeah. Right? The gyms.
I think a gym date is just as bad as a movies as a first date. I think movies.
Yeah, because you can't talk.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Top 5.
Your first one for you, like, what kind of dates do you like? What kind of dinner?
Huh?
What kind of dinner?
Chipotle.
Really?
That's a date. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's boring.
Let me ask you this though.
I don't like fine dining, bro.
Were you ever the type of couple where when y'all eat out, y'all sat next to each other?
No.
Okay, good. No. You passed the test.
That's fucking weird.
Because I think it's weird too.
Why? But how is that even work?
Yeah. I think couples do that. Not personally, but I've seen it, and I'm just like,
when they're eating out.
Yeah,
that's just uncomfortable because now you can't even look at each other.
It's weird. Okay, so dinner. What else would be?
What else? I'm just thinking of stuff we do now. I mean, obviously, it's been a while.
Just think of the whole span of your relationship. What dates have you done that you personally value and you just enjoyed? Like, oh yeah, this is cool.
I mean, we just eat. We don't even go to the bars because I don't like going to the bars. It's just too loud.
With just two people, yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of
a lot of people's first dates are
the bars.
Yeah.
I mean, alcohol gets things moving a little bit quicker, I guess.
I guess
right?
so.
Like liquid courage if you're nervous.
Oh.
Boba.
Yeah.
I don't like boba though.
I don't like boba, but a lot of first dates I've suggested.
Yeah,
boba
so like
spots.
yogurt or boba. It's the self-serve yogurt shit that used to be big back in the day. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was our first date. No, our first date was at Olive Garden. I remember that.
Dang, this fool Olive Garden.
Olive Garden.
It's like, you down for some garlic bread? Like,
some breadsticks?
Yo. Olive Garden.
I think it was Olive Garden, yeah. If I don't remember right. Yeah.
Oh my God. Dang. Yeah. Okay.
Olive Garden, yeah.
What made you choose Olive Garden than like Applebee's or TGI Fridays?
Hey, you know what? You know what's funny? Where we're at, right? It's actually all in one plaza. It's crazy. It's Olive Garden, BJ's, Red Lobster. They're all in one corner of the same plaza.
BJ's is fire.
That Pizookie is pretty fire.
Pizookie and the pizza.
Yeah, so it was just like I just went to a lot and we're like, I just pick one.
Okay.
Yeah.
You never had like, I don't know, like a beach trip or something that you're like, oh, this is cool.
Really. Oh, we go to the beach with friends. I'm not a sand water person.
Interesting, dude. Okay.
I'm not a nature boy.
Okay, let me go specific for you. Like, what's a date that you like remember that you're just like, oh, this was really nice.
Nice though. But I remember going to Disneyland. That shit was terrible.
Was it just you two?
Yeah, it was terrible. It was
Why?
horrible. Yeah, because it was fucking lines out the ass.
You don't feel the magic of Disneyland?
I do not.
I don't either.
I don't. It's fucking expensive. The lines are hell long for everything. It was just boring, dude.
Dang.
I don't like Disneyland, man.
I'm trying to like break the layers, man.
Dude, I'm just not a very romantic person.
Wow. Ever? You've never been romantic in any way?
Not really.
Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but okay, we've talked about this before. You said you used to be kind of a jealous type.
Yeah, that was like way
yeah,
back,
early on, right?
But we were long distance for like 5 years.
Because North Dakota?
No, because I was in San Diego.
And North Dakota?
No, not North Dakota. That was before her. Yeah, no, but like we were always long distance, so that's where it's not really. I guess you call it jealousy, because you don't see each other that much.
So your
right?
mind just goes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were like, hey man, you better not be talking to no dude at the bar.
Oh, nah. I mean, like then I kind of grew up because like at that same time, right, I think my roommate was like, not an affair. What do you call it? Just cheating, right? When they're not married, is this still an affair?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought affair was like a married
thing. I think no matter what, cheating, affair is synonymous.
Well, like he was cheating on his girl with one of our classmates. Dang. But I'm my stance about ratting friends out. I'm Stevie Wonder. So just having to carry that burden.
Okay.
I think, and then me being like similar in the long distance thing, that kind of ate at me a little bit. I would say, yeah.
Oh, got you. Yeah. So you just like think like, oh man, she might be.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
And then at one point I was just like, hey, you know what? If she's gonna do it, she's gonna do it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And then you just grew up and you're like, oh, it's just all in my
I do
head.
not care. No, I just didn't care. I'm just like, because you're a human. You're gonna. I don't own anyone. I'm not unfortunately we can't own slaves anymore. So we don't.
What the heck? we Valentine's Day episode, man.
we don't own other people, right? So they could do whatever the fuck they want. What baffles me is why do people think that marriage is done deal, right? Because people cheat in marriages all the fucking time.
Well, yeah, that's a statistic thing. But the thing is that when you're in just a relationship, like boyfriend, girlfriend, you're already locked in. And then I think marriage is like that step up where like...
Because there's a little bit more effort into it.
And now you have to share the same tax form.
I feel like, 2024, man, the infidelity stocks are way up. Yeah. Because divorce rates are 60% right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
but the thing is, like, the Catholic in me would never. So that's why.
It's just like, and then with for girls, at least for girls, right? Like the apps are so easily accessible,
especially for girls. Yep.
Yeah. Have you seen the ones on the apps where they're looking for like a third?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just kind of weird because it's usually the girl making the account, right?
The weirdest one ever that I saw is like, so I have a neighbor. They're a lesbian married couple, and I saw one of the girls on Tinder, and then. Like the bio reads, it's like, if you look at my picture, obviously I'm a lesbian, but I'm just trying to find a guy to pop my like hetero cherry. I was like, what the?
That was your neighbor?
Yeah.
Did you offer your services?
No, no, I did not spot. I just screenshot and showed my room. I was like, dude. Yeah, no, but this is gonna be like messed up. So that lesbian couple like. They one of their brothers also lives with them.
Yeah.
And they live on the 3rd floor of my complex.
Yeah.
Her and the brother, I've seen or I've heard both of them eat shit on going down the stairs.
Oh, like they.
Yeah, because my room's like the front, and I just hear like this loud thump, and I had to go out the door, and then they're just like eating it. Yeah. So the girl was like in crutches for months.
Oh my god.
The guy, I don't know. I feel like he was kind of drugged out a little bit.
I see. So I can't see stairs.
Yeah, that was wild.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, so is that. All right, so I want to get into this. Have you ever taken the love language test?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Yeah. Who made you take it?
Psychology class. I was a psych major.
Oh, okay. My cousin made me take it.
Yeah.
Like as a weird family bonding activity. She loves to like talk about feelings at the most randomest time. Like we'd be at like an Airbnb and we're just like chilling, and then she goes, oh, "Okay, let's talk about our feelings."
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so what's your love language? Because I feel like gifts is your number one.
Probably gifts.
Is it really? Yeah. No, like when you took the test, what was it? What was your number?
It was gifts.
Really?
Yeah.
Giving and receiving?
It's just giving. I was like giving gifts. I don't like getting gifts back because they're always trash. No.
Let me ask, why do you think gifts is your number one?
Because I feel like everything else is more of a given. Like acts of service, I feel like
a lot of things like tied together, right?
Yeah. What is? Do you want like a cookie for getting like whatever for your SO? Like you want like I feel like that's a given, right? Yeah. When you're in a relationship, you help each other out with acts of service, right? Okay. But like I think a lot of people see it as, oh, he took out the trash. They're so nice. It's like, motherfucker's supposed to take out the trash, right?
Because sometimes, like, I'm not talking about you, but I think for some people who their gifts are number one, either giving or receiving, like I think about it as like a cop out to not do the others. Does that make sense? Like you give these gifts or you receive these gifts,
I think
in replacement to like being a lovey-dovey significant other.
But you look at the five languages. Right? It was like quality time, words of affirmation, gifts, physical touch, and then acts of service. Right? Mm-hmm. Which of those things people like don't do every day? Right? It's the gift. I feel like the gift is the one that's not, because like quality time. Anytime you're spending together should be quality time, right? Acts of service, if you especially cohabit, right?
Yeah.
I feel like just doing chores for each other and shit, it's just built into it, right? Words of affirmation, right? If you just don't call your girlfriend a piece of shit every day, that's words of like. I feel like those other four.
No. Words of affirmation, like you look beautiful today. That's words of affirmation.
Oh, I would never I don't glaze people up. Period. No.
But then that's the whole word, like being like lovey-dovey, being poetic.
I just feel like gifts is the one that stands out. Like it's special. It doesn't happen every day. Unless I guess you're hella balling and it's buying Gucci bags for your girl every day. Like, I guess. Yeah, but like I feel like that's more special.
Okay.
That's why.
For me, I think like gifts and acts of service kind of coincide because that's an act of service.
Right.
But it's like very middle tier for me.
What's your first one?
Physical touch and quality time. Because the thing is that like I wouldn't want a girlfriend that's clingy.
Yeah.
Right? But then obviously like once I get to the point where I have to live with the girl, then that's all the quality time. My whole thing is that like I like to value like memories. Yeah. Are you looking for something?
Yeah, the tissue box.
It's right there behind your laptop.
Oh, I know. I'm dumb.
You don't want to put it there.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I got the suds.
You're good. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, because this is how I think. Like when I'm with the girl, like it's like boyfriend girlfriend time.
Yeah.
And I can't discern like anything else. At least with my last relationship, which also hindered it a lot because my thing is like if I need to work on something, I need no distraction.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. So, I think that's the fucking worst when I have friends that are like trying to work on shit. And the girl comes in, oh, let's watch a movie. I was like, dog, do you just not want your dude to do anything ever? Like, how come like when you're in vicinity, it's automatically like, oh, my time? You know?
So that hurts me more.
No,
so like
that sucks.
My whole thing with quality time, that's why I asked you like if you've like done like a beach date or something, because I'd rather do something like an activity like that or even travel together. Yeah. And then you can always reflect back like, oh yeah, remember when we went to and then you was like,
that's true.
That was super funny. That's why I'm not a big flower. I've never been a flower giver, and I want to kind of stick to that. I don't know how I'll be when I get into the next relationship. Who knows? I might be hella simp. I don't know. I'm very like present. So if I become whatever, then that's what happens. But yeah, like since high school, I've always never been a flower giver because I'd rather just create a memory. So that's true. How I am. You never been a flower giver ever?
No, I feel like it's a waste. It just dies in what, like a week?
It wilts, man. It just wilts. Unless you buy plastic, and that's like even worse.
Yeah.
Right?
Just buy things that gold never devalues.
Yeah.
At that point.
Yeah.
And for me, if you break up, you can sell it, right?
Yeah.
And recoup your
losses.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, my lowest is words of affirmation. I think I'll change that a little bit on my next relationship.
Why?
Okay, like my whole thing with words of affirmation is like I think occasionally like if I go to my girl like, damn, you look hella bad, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna be
every morning.
No,
Good morning, beautiful.
Yeah. That's something like I didn't even like to do on my last relationship, right? But I think more of being open, like communicating. Like my last relationship, I internalized like all my stresses and worries because I didn't like to talk about it. Yeah. So I think like when you have an SO, obviously she's there to kind of intake all your problems and help you like sort things out. But isn't that
seen as weak to women?
Do you think that?
Yeah. No, I know that for a fact.
I don't think that. I think it's like weak to the guy for not opening up.
No, like the women will. I mean, of course, to your face, they won't be like, "Oh yeah, whatever." There, but like it kind of flicks a switch in most of them. At least to the girls I've talked about.
Really?
I mean, obviously, if you're just like work sucks or whatever. No, but like there are dudes out there that are just like borderline depressed and they're trauma dumping on their bitches every day. Yeah, where they're like they always have some bitch thing to complain about, and it's just over the course of a long period, just seeing this weakness, like, why can't you handle it? Like what? Like why are these men like out there just like putting on their face? That's
kind of a traditional Asian mentality.
Yeah, it's just like a masculine.
Yeah,
thing.
Like where you can't be like vulnerable, like sort it out yourself, or that's just a phase.
Yeah. So I mean, like in different quantities, I guess matters, right? If you're like every once in a while, you're like fuck this shit, right? Yeah. Then that's fine. But like if you're constantly like every single time, because I know dudes that like every single time they have a little bump in the road, right? Mm-hmm. They're like fucking like just crying to the girls and shit.
Oh, just I thought you meant like just seeing red or something.
No, and they're just like, and then they have to like cheer them up. They have to do like fucking like make up sex. I feel like that's a little bit weak, like where you're like, like fucking Eeyore, Dudes are like Eeyore. I think that's great.
I think if it's
like
constant,
gross,
but
bro.
obviously, like, you know, like you can
every
have,
once in a while.
different
you should be
types
transparent. Yeah,
exactly. So I thought about this, like, you know, I think whenever I get into my next relationship, then I'm just going to be as communicative as possible, especially with like my problems. Yeah. Like if I'm going through something, I'm not going to be like, hey, I'm sad today because Mercury's in retrograde or something. Then no. But if I'm like actually like, you know, like like a couple of years ago, I used to have like panic attacks like here and there for like I think it's no reason, but there must be a reason to it. I would like at least communicate with.
Yeah, I'm having a panic attack.
Yeah, exactly.
Can you give me a bag to breathe out of?
I don't know about that one.
You breathe out of a bag when you have no. I thought that's what you're supposed to do.
Does vaping count as the same thing?
I suppose you're also suffocating yourself with one.
I didn't know that's what you're supposed to do.
I've seen that on TV where they just kind of breathe into that paper bag. No, okay.
No,
Might be a movie thing.
No,
that's what Robert Downey Jr. did in Iron Man 2. Is it?
Is it 2?
I think it's 2. It's when he helped that kid build that little workshop. Was it 2?
Well, it was 2. No, it was 3. It was 3. It was 3. Yeah.
So 3.
The engineer.
Oh, you're right. 2 was when he was on the donut.
Yeah,
when he was all poisoned. You're
right.
Iron Man 3.
Yeah,
that kid came to his funeral at the end of Endgame. Yeah, coolest little Easter egg.
Yeah. So that's what I think is like. I think communication is like the biggest thing because that's what like I didn't do at least because I was just like, let me deal with it myself. You know. Yeah. So that's like my biggest thing.
Okay.
All right. What else do you want to get into for this Valentine's Day?
What would your maximal spending limit be for a Valentine's Day thing?
Oh, interesting.
Because I know a lot of dudes are just like, all right, I'm gonna swipe and suffer later. Do you like? I set a budget.
If I ever get to the point where like I'm celebrating Valentine's Day with my future girlfriend, and I think a dinner is just fine, just a nice dinner, like nothing. It can go fancy where you can like dress up, but not hella dress up where I have to wear a suit or something or. Yeah. So in what, let's say 2024 Los Angeles, what's the upper limit? What are you spending? Oh.
Drop some numbers. For that one day, all activities included. What you got?
Oh, like not just a dinner?
No, whatever you decide to do for Valentine's Day. It could be a dinner, it could be
I think on the lowest point like 150 to 2.
Okay.
And then on the highest.
What are you eating with fucking Jollibees?
No, I'm saying no, if it's like a sit down nice dinner, right?
Each or
no, altogether.
Damn,
including tip. At the lowest. At the lowest. I'm not saying it's like, yo, like just bring her to Chick-fil-A and be like, yo,
McDonald's is
get whatever you want, baby. No.
Okay. All right.
Like at the lowest, like let's say it's a super chill dinner, like you can wear like normal clothes, and then let's say like if you do like a X activity like bowling at the least, whatever. So like 150, 200 all together, right? Okay. And at the max, I don't know, probably like double that, like 5 to 6.
Damn,
if it's like a super shit. If I'm doing like super well and I want to treat out my girl, like you know, I think those are important.
Club and shit like afterwards. Right?
Yeah, sure. If you want to like just dance with your girl, sure.
Oh, cool.
Right. Yeah. What about you? What's yours?
Like sub. I mean, I don't even like 400 probably. Realistically, around 400. Because we're fucking LA, dude. Everything
all together, right?
Yeah, all together.
Exactly.
$400. Yeah.
Yeah, which is very feasible.
Yeah.
Unless you're hella balling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you go into the $1,000 limit.
Because it's the timing too, like because it's right after Christmas. Like it's not that far away from Christmas. Yeah. So like you're already fucking. For me, it's like the beginning of the year and the end is the worst. Because
my whole thing, like, obviously you shouldn't be going on these extravagant, luxurious like dinners or brunches, lunches all the time. But I think
if you want to do that, that's fine.
Every once in a while, for me, I think that's cool.
Do you enjoy fine dining?
Yeah.
Yeah. I see. That's the thing. I don't.
At all?
At all.
See, the thing is, I think this is a big problem for a lot of people is that they just want to go somewhere fancy.
Yeah.
Whereas you should look up the genre of food, the chef, you know, like what you're expecting to eat, like how the courses go, you know, like that type of stuff. I think when you do that type of research, then you can value that fancy date a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I want to do, like, in the far future where I don't have to make my wallet cry about this. Like, if I ever get to this point and I'm very serious with the girl, I would want to take us to Alinea in Chicago, which is one of the top 3 Michelin star restaurants. It's like $1,000 per person. Alinea.
Alinea?
Yeah.
You could take a girl to Alineum. It's cheaper.
No! No! What about Imagine Dragons?
Oh, hell. They're playing at Coachella this year, I think.
Are they?
Yeah.
Do you like Imagine Dragons?
No.
Dang it. Okay.
No, what am I? Like, I'm a white hipster.
Okay.
Are they? They're not even. They're mainstream, right?
Anyways, I was gonna do the punchline.
No.
Imagine dragging these nuts on your face, but it's fine. It's fine. You could do it on somebody else. They like Imagine Dragons.
Who the fuck likes Imagine Dragons?
They're cool.
Yeah.
Like I don't actively listen to them, but then when I hear their music, like
cool.
It's fine. Like I'd rather listen to Imagine Dragons than fucking Bass Nectar.
Bass Nectar. He's been out for a while for rape, but
no, what the?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. You know what? I'd rather listen to Vultures, but it didn't drop.
Please,
Kanye.
let's not talk about it. I really hope he dropped
I knew it wasn't
videos.
gonna drop. I was still hurt.
I'm very hurt. I even checked Apple Music at 9 p.m. last night.
Yeah. He says tonight though, but I'm nope. Ready to be hurt again.
I'm just gonna wait until the album drops, dude. Yeah. Like I think eventually I would want to take my future girl to Alinea because I want to experience it.
You want to do that, yeah.
I want to experience it. So there's never been at any point like, oh, let me go to a French gastropub or a steakhouse.
We did do some of that. It was not enjoyable. We went to like fucking Mastro's. We went to like
Mastro's like the steak is like it's cool for what it is. It's not like it's mind blowing, right? It's not that Kobe A5.
Yeah, it's not.
But the butter cake.
Yeah. I mean, you go for the ambience for all those things.
Yeah, right? Exactly. But you don't like the ambience for that.
It was okay.
Like
it was
the
you know what? I don't.
Lighting.
Do you like the super quiet where everyone's like careful with their utensils and you hear like a little clink here and there? That's how quiet when I went. That's how quiet Masters
was. It depends,
right?
Like if you can still
when you can hear your own thoughts echoing in your head. Yeah, that's too quiet for me, bro.
Dude, that's Japan, dude. Yeah. That was me when I was eating by myself while y'all were at Universal. I'm just here, just like
okay. ASMR in your head, just.
Yeah, I felt like my chewing was hella loud. I was like, am I an American chewer? Like, okay. Yeah. I think if you can maintain a level to still converse, then that's fine.
What do you feel about phones? Because I have a bad habit of just being on my phone half the time.
When I always do this, I never look at my phone. No. On any date. Yeah.
I'm looking at Instagram Reels.
Yeah, and I do this. Where's my phone? Where's my phone?
Yeah.
So I always put it face down.
Yeah, to let people know that.
Yeah, and then I do this too. Is if I need to leave to use the restroom, then I leave my phone there because it lets her know that I'm not just ditching, right? Dude, have you heard those stories?
Just dash.
Yeah. Dude, I heard one story. I think it's like a friend's old coworker. Like he went on this movie date and he wasn't feeling it, so he went to the restroom during the movie. Yeah. Just dipped out.
Damn.
That's crazy. That's wrong. That's fucked up.
Some like Tinder swindler shit.
Yeah. So I always leave my phone face down because the thing is like I'm a big conversationalist. So I want to engage conversation, especially if I have to get to know the person. Yeah. So I don't want to look at my phone unless like, oh yeah, like here's a funny SpongeBob reference thing or something, right? If I have to actually look something up.
You don't want to diversify? What if you match with someone else when you're on the date?
No. No. So I think it's a hassle talking to multiple girls at one time. Yeah. So if I'm already like locked into a date, then I'm just gonna stick to that, and then if it works out or it doesn't work out, then I move forward. Yeah. But I'm not even on the ass right now, so it's whatever. It's whatevs. But yeah, I always leave my phone face down because I want to talk to the person, and then if I leave for the restroom, phone stays right there. Yeah. But you're like at a fancy dinner, just like, hey yo, check this reel out.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why? It's cool, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm listening. I just multitask well. I'm actively listening. Like I'm absorbing all that stuff. If you ask me to recite what you just said while I'm on the phone, I can. It's just the ADHD in me. I'm always doing like multiple things at the same time.
Really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I guess so. All right. So we have
autism.
We have about 10 to 15 minutes left of the episode. So our episode isn't complete without sipping a little haterade. Right?
Of course.
So let's talk about things that you don't like that couples do. Go first.
PDA?
Oh,
it's probably the worst.
Big one.
Fucking PDA is the worst, man. Like,
What's the most minimum like that is cool for PDA? Because I don't like.
If you're like a little peck on the lip and it's done within a second, that's fine.
Lip, cheek, fine.
Yeah.
Holding hands, perfectly fine.
Yeah, holding hands is fine.
I think if you're like posted up and then she sits on your lap, I think that's also fine too.
That's cool.
Yeah,
that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. But what's the most like corniest that you just like? Oh man.
Like what I've seen, corniest, like what the worst.
Corniest, anything.
Corniest
that you just don't accept. Like this is just awkward.
I think. See, the thing is, corny. My definition of corny is, I just cringe at when I think that like if I do something that I would cringe, right? So that's how I think corny is.
Right.
Like when couples ask you they pose for like candid pictures.
Oh.
Right, and they're like, oh, like they're trying to make it natural. And
you don't like that?
Huh? No, I think it's weird. Because I think a candid photo should be candid. Like I have a lot of
but who's gonna take these photos?
No, so when we go to raves, right, and then sometimes like people takes pictures of us, strangers, because we're like just having a good time, right?
Right.
And then they will send us a picture. I was like, oh, that's kind of dope, right? Oh. But like if a friend asks you, hey, yo, like I'm gonna dance with my girl, like can you record us dancing? Or we're gonna pretend that there's no camera there. That's just mad corny to me.
Okay, when it's that specific, I'll just be like, yo, can you point the camera at me or something?
Yeah.
So.
Or they're like, oh, just do it, and then they don't, because like,
yeah. Hey, come on. So you're okay with couple photos and videos as long as like the intent is implied in the content.
Yeah, like if you're posing and you're, facing the camera, you're taking like a couple picture.
Yeah.
Then it's cool. But if you just sort of do some fake shit, like
really,
fake, I don't like that shit.
Okay, so obviously you're engaged, so eventually, like whenever it's time, you're gonna get married. You're gonna be taking engagement photos. The photographer will be like, hey, like look loving or laugh or something. You're gonna be like, fuck all that.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm real.
Dude, I've taken like these type of contents all the time.
Where you're like, oh, just look away and look happy over there.
Yeah.
Really?
Or like look at each other. Or if I'm doing a video, then I'll push in and be like, and kiss. Damn. And I just do that. Yeah.
That's wild.
Because I care about the vision, bro.
Oh.
I care about that.
That's mad corny.
Okay. Wow.
That's just mad corny.
But what about just regular couple photos? Like,
I think that's cool. That's fine. Like, I don't take a lot of them just because I feel like it's.
Yeah. I took photos, y'all, candid and.
Yeah, but like I feel like for those pictures, I don't know. I'd rather just take pictures of myself.
Me too.
Yeah. Yeah. Nothing wrong with couple pictures. I just feel like I can't.
I'm just picky about the
exactly,
vision.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So when with PDA, what's your take on the ooh voice, like the oh baby? Like,
oh man, when dudes do that, it drives me fucking nuts, dude.
Okay.
When guys do it,
so that's not your thing,
dude. That's gross.
Okay, so I'll admit, like my last relationship, I did that. But my whole thing is that just do it behind closed doors when it's just you and your significant other. Yeah, because like you're intimate, you're private, and then you're with just like, that person.
Hey baby.
Yeah. So if you're like that in public, I think that's weird as hell.
You were with us in Japan for 2 weeks. I don't talk like that. I never do. I'm like,
he did. Yeah, he did. No.
I go, hey bro. Half the time is bro.
Nah, the whole 2 weeks I felt like a third wheel, man. Nah, I'm just kidding.
She says she felt like a third wheel, and I'm like, you goddamn right. That's how it was supposed to be.
Why, at the Gundam in Naruto land?
Oh, just like the whole time. She's just like, I felt like a third wheel. I was like, yeah, I know. Because you were.
Sucks to suck. But yeah, I think if you just drop, I think if you say like babe or honey in like a little bit of that like sweet voice, I think it's a little fine. Like I can get past it. But when you do full sentences like anything for you, baby, like in public,
I just think it's weird because people talk to their dogs like that, man.
Yeah. So personally for you, it's weird. But I think again, like if you're in a relationship and you're into that, just do it privately. Yeah. That's my whole thing. Yeah. If you're in public, you're like at Vaughn's like, oh baby, you want to buy some pasta? Yeah. Like
that's a Filipino accent.
It was a real whatever, man. I haven't done the cutesy voice in hella long.
Remember the reel I sent you of that girl, that the white girl? She was like making fun of her husband's like cute voice, and she was like on the girls trip, and they kept calling her every hour. I'm gonna send you the reel, man. And then he's just like making fun of her.
You send me like 20, 30, 50 reels
every hour,
every day.
Yeah. No, but like there's a reel for context, right?
Okay.
This girl that was on the girls trip, and then her husband's like hella clingy.
Yeah.
So she filmed herself like pretending to talk to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey babe, I took the dogs out. Like she did like a hella like soy boy voice, and she was fucking hilarious. And I was just like, all right, so girls think Like, so I guess at least some women think that kind of shit's kind of beta, right?
Yeah.
So I don't.
Okay, I guess
that kind of shit just sticks with me. I'm like,
do you know any relationships where they've been together for so long and obviously they're not happy, but they're just complacent and just stick together? Yeah. I think that scenario sucks.
They're settled or not. They're not. People are like, oh no, they're too comfortable. They're not comfortable. They're scared.
Yeah.
They're scared of what's out there.
Oh, do you know? Okay, like I haven't heard a guy do this, but do you know, like, in any relationship where the girl, if the guy like is trying to break up or there's like some argument, then she goes like batshit crazy, not like the throwing things, whatever, but where she's so emotional, she's crying and she's like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself, or like that type of emotion. Do you know any experiences like that?
No
way, really?
I think girls starting to kill themselves all the time.
Yeah.
Like they don't go through.
Yeah, like it's like, if you break up with me, I'm gonna kill myself.
There was we had a friend actually.
You don't know any like?
No, we had a friend that threatened to kill herself on the Golden Gate Bridge.
Whoa.
And then I was like, she ain't gonna do it. She ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah. Because a lot of times it's kind of crying wolf, right?
Yeah. Because like if you're gonna kill yourself, you don't announce. I feel like you don't announce it to the world.
So my homie's dad like kind of put me on game, like, oh, if a girl ever does this, this is what you should do. And this is for anyone, you know, if you know like any relationships who are like this, where, you know, the girl or guy will cry wolf, just be like this, like, oh, all right, if you are feeling suicidal, I'll call the police and have them do a wellness check, because those wellness checks are free, right? The police will go, right? Because, you know, they have to care for the citizens. And then that's when they de-escalate. I just escalated. Yeah. Because my homie did that, and it worked.
It worked, yeah.
I was like,
jump, do it.
Wow, what the heck? You're a gaslighter?
No, but you know they won't.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, like, thanks for everything, guys. Like, well, I was like, oh my fuck.
But I also think that sucks when like the girl gets super emotional, like, no. Yeah.
You just be like, okay, this is your cry for help. What?
Right.
What do you want?
Yeah. It's like I'm tamed.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you.
Back to the haterade, right?
Okay.
PDA. So I think the worst PDA you can do is, I've seen dudes like finger their girls
in public.
Yeah, like next to us, bro. I'm like, bro, can you fuckers wait until you get home, man? Please.
Dude, that's
it's
weird.
Like hella fucking.
No,
and then the girl just like fucking like Patrick, like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Dude, that's weird. Like, just go to a room,
dude. For real, like, come on, man. Because like, you know, when we went to Vegas a lot of times, back when we did EDC as brokies, right? We shared rooms, and then like some of the couples, they'd be fucking when you're in the room. I think that's hella fucking rude. Don't fuck when other people are in the room. Okay,
I fucked next to a friend, and she watches this. I'm sorry, we talked about it already. Well, technically, she was sleeping on the bed, and then I was on the floor. Yeah. And everyone was sleeping, and I was really quiet. I'm sorry. Okay,
you see the errors of your way.
I was
just
young.
Fucked up.
I was young, and I wanted it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Dang it. Yeah. No, that's
fucked up, bro.
That's fucked up, that's super messed up. Yeah.
Dude. Like, it's people just uncomfortable at that point.
Right. Yeah. That's why, like, peck is nice. But then if a couple that starts making out,
if it's sexual, if it'll get you arrested for doing it in front of minors, don't do it.
Yeah. I totally agree.
Dude.
That's
fucking weird. Because we were there. I think it happened. The fingering happened when we were at the county fair, and it was the Ferris wheel.
That's the weird. What the heck?
What the fuck, bro? Like, I'm like literally next to them, and I'm just like, I'm gonna stare.
Oh my god!
Right here, and then my friend, she's in front of me, and she's just like, oh wow,
oh wow, look at the view.
Yeah. It's just so fucking weird. The girl's like, we're just like,
what the hell?
Yeah, man.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, what do you think about couples who just post like constant mundane stuff constantly on social media? We talked about this before.
I think it's just their way of kind of
hard post and story both.
I feel like that's their way of justifying their relationship to people, which is fine. Like,
okay,
like it's like people who post every day when they work out. It's like kind of accountability.
Okay,
right, where they're like trying to convince themselves of something. Yeah, obviously, there's actually studies on this. On people who post the most on, they're like the unhappiest because they need the validation,
social media validation.
Yeah, but
even if it's just like a view or something.
What do you mean a view?
Like, you know, when you post on your stories and you see like the amount of people that seen your story, that you get that satisfaction, like, oh, this is good.
Oh, and then you see who I see. I don't check.
I also need that satisfaction, so please subscribe to this YouTube channel. I need it.
Yeah, you know what? Like, yeah, because people apparently think that we don't work.
Oh my god, dude!
Bro, this week was crazy. They were like, "Man, these two look like they never had a job in their life." I was like, first of all, the video wasn't even about jobs.
We didn't even talk about jobs. We just talked about
responsibility.
Adulting.
Yeah, adulting. How that term's dumb, and these people were like, the wildest one was like, "Hey, show me your job history and resume."
Yeah, so that's why I replied. I'm like, yeah, check our Instagrams out. that's our profession.
The fuck?
Yeah. Like, okay. Last thing is because I think whenever I get into a relationship again, I think this is going to be one of the first things I'll talk about with the girl. So for you, if you get hella pissed, how does your girl deal with it? And then what do you prefer to be done when it's dealt with?
Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. She just cries. She just cries. And then she fucking goes off into the living room and cries. Okay. And I'm just like, just let me do my thing.
Right.
Most of the time, we don't fight a lot because I'm very nonchalant.
Yeah.
But like,
which is great.
Most of the time when we do fight, it's just because like she's like badgering me about some shit and I have work to do.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, can you like just like fuck off for like 10 minutes and let me handle my shit? Because it's time sensitive, you know? Okay. And then like that, yeah, just leave space, man. Just give me space.
Okay. I 100% agree because my last relationship, I didn't handle like anger very well whenever I get mad. So I think whenever I'm really serious about a girl, I think one of the first conversations I'll have is like, all right, what ticks you off and like how do you want that to be settled? And then I'll tell you what ticks me off and then how I want it to be settled. Yeah. And I'm the same way, like just let me breathe. Yeah. However long that will take, if you just let me cool down, if I'm pissed, man, I'm just going to see red and then I don't want to say anything that I'll regret. Yeah. Right? And I don't want to punch my freaking forehead.
Like a Creed.
I didn't do double hand, dude. I did one. I don't care if that's weird, man. I haven't done that in years. So, all right. And then, yeah, because once I'm level-headed, then we straight. Like, then I can be, like, you know, cordial. We can, you know, hash things out. Yeah. I definitely
But you know what? That approach doesn't work for girls because...
it doesn't have to, but then No,
but when they do the silent treatment, I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna let you cool off. And it just does not work.
But there's a lot of girls who are like, no, we gotta talk about it now because it won't be resolved. I'm like, it can be resolved. Just let me get back to here. Yeah. Because my last ex was like that. Like, just kept like, we need to talk about it now. I'm like, dude, I'm like losing my I'm losing my mind. Yeah. Oh man, I'm just going back to the arguments we had. That's the whole thing.
What do you think? Oh, we'll end up with this. What do you think is like the top 3 things people fight about from what you've seen?
Oh, okay. Give me a second to think about top 3 things. So just normal bickering isn't.
No, I mean, yeah, just like actually fighting. For me, I've seen a lot of money issues.
Really?
Yeah. There are couples out there that will split the dime. Literally.
I'm trying to think of all like
their
argument stories I know from
right down the middle for spending. Okay. Like they have an Excel sheet for. Yeah, I think that's kind of psychotic, but
I think a lot of it is like it's not necessarily cheating, but it's more of I wouldn't even say the implications where the guy or girl will hang out with a guy or girl and then it just seems a little bit off in the other person's eye. Yeah. So they have a big argument like that. Right. So I know this is weird. I know a certain person who like had a big discrepancy with his wife because he wasn't even like trying to meet up with anyone. Apparently like he was part of a porn Reddit, like subreddit. And he would just interact in there, and then the wife got hella mad. What do you think? Like that's a weird thing because I'm just like, okay. It's not like
I don't think
it's
not
like
harmful,
it's not the guy
just,
is trying to.
It's kind of weird on its own, anyways.
It's weird, yeah. But
I don't think it's cheating,
right?
Like, you know, like when women read 50 Shades of Grey, is it cheating? Like it's know, I don't think so. It's just they were fantasizing. I think it's kind of weird. I wouldn't do it.
Right. It's weird. Yeah, it's like it's
but I don't think fantasy. I don't think it's worth. But like every girl out there that, especially like I know girls that get their dating advice on Reddit.
Okay.
Well, why would you want like? Because think of the people on Reddit. They're like cat women. They're like cat ladies. You know, they're single. They're like some kind of weird.
Okay.
So like whenever girls that are in the relationship ask for advice on Reddit, they just say leave him. Like that's like because like that's dumb.
Like you're a queen.
Yeah, like not even like that. That's a red flag. What, he didn't like want to do that, and I'm just like, first of all, don't get dating advice from the internet because people want to see the tea, man. They want the drama. They want you to break up. To see the aftermath, right? But yeah, money, it's a big one that I've seen.
And then
budgeting.
If it's already like those rocky relationships or like toxic relationships where they like bicker a lot, it's usually when, because the girl is very insecure about herself, is when the guy doesn't do what the girl wants. Yeah.
Insecurity, like insecurity, that's a big one where the girl thinks the dude's gonna always like that dude's just out there fucking smashing bitches on the regular.
There was one scenario where we were at, is it called Apartment 503, the one in K-Town? Yeah. So we just got out, but then we still wanted to like turn up party. So we just like, let's go to Spearmint because Spearmint closes. Whatever. And then, but the thing is that like we were talking about this not just among guys, just we were talking like everyone, openly with the whole group, like whoever wants to go, right? And then like a few of us were down, and then when the girl heard, she got pissed.
Damn.
She's all like, it's like, you know what? You guys could go. You know why? Because he's single right now. He's single. Damn. If he goes,
Damn.
He didn't go.
Oh, damn. I would have went.
But the thing is, like, we're just like, you can come too. Yeah. We're not just being like guys only.
Like, what do you think's gonna happen at Spearmint? Like, it's just we get a dance here and there, like a private dance.
Throw some dollars.
Yeah, throw some dollars.
That's
have
it,
some
right?
fun. Yeah. It's a strip club, bro, not a brothel.
Exactly. So that was like one scenario.
There's a thing, like I said, for girls who are insecure because they think their man's always out cheating.
Yeah.
For those girls who might listen to this, hey, go make an online dating profile as a guy, and then use your man's picture on it, and then see how many fucking matches you get. You know how hard is it out there, man? Do you know how difficult it is out there, man?
It hurts your mental health, man.
The marketplace is wild. The inflation, bro. It's crazy. Yeah, the inflation is crazy, dog. If you don't want to weigh it, bro.
That's why I'm holding out. I don't want to do it.
It's hard, man. It's hard. It's not like a dude just goes in somewhere and starts like fucking everyone there in the facility.
Yeah. It's tough.
So it doesn't happen, man.
Yeah. Anyways, this was our Valentine's Day episode. We hope y'all enjoyed it. If you made it to the very end, we'd like to thank y'all. Yeah. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and then follow us on all social media platforms at Short King Stock Everything. Links are in the description below. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day to all the relationship people, and happy Singles Awareness Day to all the single people. And just know, just on Valentine's Day, YouTube Premium is always free.
And happy White Day to all the white thumbs.
No, it's March 14th.
Damn it.
Yeah. Right. No, actually, today is also Ash Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah. You know what I'm giving up for Lent? Dude, I'm going to end it with this.
Shopping again?
No, it's going to be the hardest thing to give up in my entire existence.
Rap.
I'm giving up pizza.
Pizza? Whoa, why?
Because that's like my one vice out of everything.
Damn.
Dude, I love pizza. So I got to survive until March 31st.
Damn.
All right. Peace out, y'all. Happy Valentine's Day.